Stuart, a lot to unpack there. What was your take on the match?
Well, listen, first of all, I'll always start with yourself, Scotty, and I didn't think that we played particularly well tonight. I genuinely didn't. I said that to the players at half time. I feel that we have to show a wee bit more composure in what we do. We always know when you play against Kilmarnock that, you know, they're playing three strikers up there, they're going to get the ball forward, they're going to, you know, they're as big a side as there is in the league, they're physical, but they've got good players in there as well, and, you know, full marks to them. That's always going to be a tough game. We know there's going to be first contact, second balls, but one big thing we spoke about through the week was trying to let the game settle in for us to try and get our foot in the ball, and for that I didn't particularly think we'd done it well. I think we can be far better and have been far better at it, so there's a wee bit of frustration there in that sense. That said, you know, we get ourselves a goal, we look relatively comfortable for spells defensively, but I just wanted us to be that wee bit more creative throughout the game, and then as you start to suggest, then carnage ensues. I'm going to have to be honest with you, it's the second time we've had the same referee in a number of weeks. I spoke about it the last time against Ross County. There've been over 60 minutes of dead time in the game. I look forward to seeing what this one is as well, from both sides, not just from us but from both sides. You just feel like the game stop-start. You feel like both sets of players can't get any kind of rhythm or any kind of fluency into the game whatsoever. It's so frustrating. I was concerned that might be the type of game that it was going to be, I'll not lie to you, and that was exactly how it padded out. And the one thing I can assure you, that's not just coming from me, that's coming from both sides. Both sides felt that was exactly the same, both benches felt that was the same, and I would imagine if you start asking the players, that's exactly how they would feel as well. That's not to make an excuse, that's just the type of game it was, and I'm sure the supporters here would have felt that it was just constantly stop-start as well, and it leads us to obviously the biggest talking point in the game in my opinion. Scotty, I'm sick fed up here, I really am. I'm sick fed up here now. We've been told that there's 3 key incidents in the last 5 games that have went against us, and then I just watched that incident there with Dan Casey. I'm sorry, but we're in real trouble if we give red cards out for that. Real trouble in the game, and I'm not saying this for effect, I'm not saying this to try and shock anybody, but if we're going to give that as a red card, I think the game in this country is in serious jeopardy of losing its identity, losing the kind of entertainment value, losing that love that we have for the game, because I need to tell you that I start to find it very difficult to watch that. What I find even more challenging is that the referee came over and had a look at it and was told to come over and have a look at it. Why? Because quite clearly somebody in VAR headquarters thinks that he's got it seriously wrong. I'm watching it over his shoulder, and you know, their bench have said to me that this will be overturned, and the referee looks at it and he decides that he's got it right. I think we've got a major issue if that becomes a red card in this game.
It's a busy period, there is a lot to unpack. What can you take from today's game into this close run of fixtures?
Now listen, what I always take for this group of players is they gave us absolutely everything today, energy wise, putting ourselves out there, putting their bodies in the line. We've got numerous knocks in there quite clearly after the game today. Without a doubt, we came to try and win the game of football, we came to try and give it our best. I didn't think we were as fluid and I didn't think we were as crisp and as creative as what we were against Dundee United. And we'll analyse that, Scott. You know, we will analyse that contrary to what people might think. We don't go away content with a draw. I think that we could put ourselves in a better position in the game overall if we play slightly better. That wasn't to be the case today, but what they done was they showed unbelievable character when they were down to 10 men, and they carried a fight as well. That's the other thing we have to say. We created a couple of opportunities from that.
Thanks for your time, Stuart.
Cheers, Scott.